வட போச்சே
மச்சே ஹாய்டா.
Welcome back to another episode of Vada Poche,
தமிழ் பாட்காஸ்ட்.
Tamil podcast.
இது தமிழ் பாட்காஸ்ட்.
I never even say podcast, I just say Vada Poche.
ஆனால் கம்ப்ளீட்டிங் த சென்டென்ஸ் பார்த்தா தமிழ் பாட்காஸ்ட். வட போச்சே தமிழ் பாட்காஸ்ட்.
Okay, can.
ஆனால் நம்ம வந்து இங்கிலீஷில் கம்பேர் பண்ணி பேசுவோம். மலாயம் நம்ம அப்படி
English podcast. Is English a word?
we
Okay, just pet something. Bloody hell. So welcome back. This is our podcast.
நேர்களே வணக்கம். துப்பாக்கி.
Okay, so despite our jokes, we hope you all had a good week, by the way.
Yes.
And the episode released by the day will be on Sunday or
154.
Monday. So hope you guys having a good week. We're going to have a good week. Okay. So in the we're talking about a somewhat serious topic.
எஸ் இல்லை, அதுக்கு முன்னாடி பொன்னியின் செல்வன் எபிசோட் போனவரை கேட்டுருப்பீங்கன்னு நம்புகிறோம். ஹோப் யூ ஆல் ஆக்சுவலி வென்ட் டு வாட்ச் த மூவி. அந்த படத்தை பார்த்து என்ஜாய் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்கன்னு நம்புகிறோம். ஐ ஸ்டில் திங்க் பொன்னியின் செல்வன் பெட்டரா. பட் எனிவேஸ், இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு சீரியஸ் டாபிக். It's actually a very sensitive topic as well. So it's a trigger warning lah, actually.
Yeah, so in the just fair warning before we go into the episode, and we are talking about how topic in Nana, we're going to be telling about how do people treat you when you are quote unquote fat or overweight, basically. So if you think that this is a sensitive topic or something that you don't want to listen, please stop now. So just give fair warning, like, because I will. So just some context about in the episode is because now when they valarumbodhu all the way until I was like, I would say 19, about 18, 19. I was severely overweight, then overweight. So in the formative years, I was like obese lah.
And
I was classified as obese, and we didn't know each other.
We are not talking about muscle mass, obese, or like, you know, there's very stout guys.
No, my body fat.
This
I was obese, and I was at risk. I'll be completely honest. I was at risk of high blood pressure. My doctor told me already. I was very, very obese. So at that time, because I was in formative years, right? So the way. So I just was reflecting due to an incident that happened recently, right? I was just basically looking at my childhood photos, all that lah, in like school childhood photos, school other photos. Then I remembered certain things that certain people said, certain experiences that I had in class, because of not a size. So those things,
it sticks with you.
It sticks with you.
It sticks with you.
So even though now I'm not being boastful or anything, but I know now that I look like a guy with a gym ku pora guy mari. Based on what people have told me, they see me as a guy who's like fit, etc. So that's the image now. And when I compare to the image that I was perceived as valarumbodhu, right? It's two completely different things. ஆனா valarumbodhu மக்கள் உங்ககிட்ட என்ன சொல்றாங்க அது வந்து ஆள் மனத்துல பதிஞ்சிருக்கும். So when I'm hearing all these things now, right, even though I know that perception, it's like I can't fully buy into that. If let's say you see like a gym guy, a guy who's like muscle or that, you think like, oh, that guy, this lah, that lah, and celebrate, they will walk around with that banda. And I don't feel I have that banda because of my past. Even though my social media messages are because mostly it's gym shit. That's because I just like to document my journey. Like that's just my community there. So I just find it very different. Like, hey, in the mari reception last time in the mari reception is completely different. So that's the reason I was thinking about this topic. And I think Bharat also might have some experiences when you were growing up also.
I mean, I've been always the fat kid. I've always been. This is Chandramukhi Rajini ஒரு dialogue சொல்லுவாரு.
செந்தில் நான் குண்டானா நல்லா இருக்காது, நீ இழைச்சா நல்லா இருக்கு.
அதே இதுல தான் நான் இருக்கேன். I think I look cute now.
Another famous dialogue in the movie is செந்தில் அந்த காபி குடிக்காத.
Chandramukhi 2 is coming apparently. So
Raghava Lawrence will come. We'll have 3 heroines.
So back to the seriousness of the topic, macha. Being a
Yeah.
fat kid. I don't want to use the word fat kid. Being an oversized kid.
Yeah, sure.
That's the overweight or oversized kid, right? உனக்கு நடந்த இன்சிடென்ட்கள் அது உன் ஆள் மனசில் என்ன பதிஞ்சிருக்கு லைக் what were the ones that really affected you the most?
Okay, just for some ஒரு கிளாரிட்டிக்கு நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். It doesn't affect me now. It doesn't affect my confidence in any way now.
But it's sort of like it's stuck with you.
But those are negative experiences that அதை மறக்க முடியாது. Okay, so for example, like நம்ம வந்து if let's say you are people identify you the way they call you out, right? Hey, the fat kid. Hey, this, that. That's how they call you out.
Yeah.
That's அவங்க கண்ணுல this is what separates you from the rest. So when அதை வந்து repeatedly சொல்லும் போது, and you know நம்ம young time people will make fun. Like people don't have the maturity to like think.
It's hilarious. To them. To some people. I don't think it's hilarious. So like just to be sensitive, I honestly don't think it's hilarious. It's not a matter of joking lah.
Yeah, it's not a joking matter honestly. Like சில பேருக்கு வந்து சில like maybe conditions or whatever because அதனால கொஞ்சம் overweight இருப்பாங்க, உடல் பருமனா இருப்பாங்க. So and unfortunately சின்ன வயசுல நிறைய பேருக்கு especially our generation அவங்களுக்கு அந்த maturity யோசனை இல்லை இந்த மாதிரி சொன்னா எவ்வளோ பாதிக்கும் all that. And sometimes I got it from a systemic level also, like teachers have said things as well. So எல்லாரும் சொல்லும் போது it affected my confidence as a kid. So அதனால I wasn't able to like you know like even young time we will have like even like crush on girls and this and that, right? I know that I was seen as a fat kid, so no chance. So
actually yeah bro, actually நீ சொல்றப்ப இது எனக்கு தோணுது. Yeah, that's true.
Like you know like one friend, there's always going to be this one guy who's good in sports, good looking, like அவங்க கிட்ட தான் you know the girls will go, and you know that it's because you're fat. So அந்த மாதிரி like
partially
for me I always felt it's because I was fat.
எனக்கு வந்து I can tell you very honestly lah, நான் வந்து primary school secondary school time lah, I know I was an idiot. I think low-key I still am, but I was an idiot. Like, I was very immature. அது வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் தெரியும். I mean, most of us
it's that age what
I sort of like took grip of my life after a certain age because of certain incidents, and there's nothing to do with weight or stuff. But it's after that only I started to accept things in that sense. But yeah, you are right in the sense where I like பொண்ணு பிடிச்சிருக்கு, but
and இது வந்து சொல்லும் போது it sounds like a surface level thing, but at நம்ம சின்ன வயசா இருக்கும்போது அதான் நம்ம உலகம். ஸ்கூலுக்கு போவோம், our communities, our friends, our classmates, வீட்டுக்கு வருவோம், அவ்வளவுதான் நம்ம community. It's not about networking, it's not about this, no social media, and we didn't grow up with social media. So அதுக்கு தான் நம்ம whole உலகம். அந்த whole உலகத்திலேயே you know that certain things you want to do, you got no chance. For example, if let's say you're joining a new school like Sec 1, Sec 2 or what, right? Or even PE time, right? If உங்களோட classmates don't know your talents, right? When being picked in a team, right? The fat kid will be the last, or the fat kid will be the goalie.
I mean, yeah lah.
Right? It's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Until நீங்க விளையாடும் போது then you show you're good, then people will pick you.
Correct.
But by default, you're either the goalie or you're picked last.
I played centre back. I played striker first, and I was able to play centre back because I can't run. So big guy. Blocking.
So they just pick like அந்த மாதிரி காரணத்துக்காக it's just like this certain things lah, it affects your confidence as a young kid. I think people who இந்த மாதிரி experiences school இருக்கும்போது if you guys had it, you'll probably be able to relate. ஆனா the thing about like for me, right, and the way that people treated me last time compared to the way people treat me now, I just find it completely different. Really completely different. And I find it funny, not in the ha-ha funny way.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Not even like, what the fuck. It's just that I can't help but to think if I was fat now, how people would treat me in that same situation. So it's just a thing. So sometimes like from a personal experience, I hope this doesn't come off as cocky or anything, honestly, because a lot of things borderline, because internet is internet. So when I, like, for example, like some people compliment this and that, right? அவங்க சொல்றத ஆள் மனத்துல என்னால I cannot take it.
Because you're...
You know why? My journey was that நான் வந்து when I started in the fitness thing, right? My end goal was to lose weight, look good. So motivation, if you, and the motivation I dissect பண்ணேனா to look good, lose weight, so that, and to look good means to other people, right? Other people are the one who will tell you you look good, right? So அந்த மாதிரி அந்த ஒரு மோட்டிவேஷன் எடுத்துக்கிட்டு நான் வந்து ட்ரெயின் பண்ணும்போது all that, right? It was going well, but the moment somebody said, hey, you're still fat, hey, here fat, hey, there fat, right? Insecure. அது வந்து this happened in like my early 20s, late 19, அந்த மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சுல. So, and it was going on for quite a few years, you know. It was going on for quite a few years. I was still training. And when people say, right, even I might feel good about myself. I felt I train well, all that, I walk up. But the moment somebody said, hey, you put on a bit of weight, I'll be like, oh shit.
Did you need that validation from someone?
I needed the validation at that age. I needed the validation. And when I was like so insecure, the moment somebody said something, I was like, the confidence will just go straight down at that age.
No matter what.
No matter, I would have felt good about myself before the comment, but no moment somebody said something otherwise, right, and it will go straight down. And then I'll be like, wow, then my relationship with food will be bad because of that. So I didn't fix the core issues, which were my confidence and my relationship with food. So, and then it went for like a year, 2 years, and I realized whatever I was doing wasn't working basically lah. Because the whole idea of trying to be fit is to feel better, health-wise, and also with regards to a personal sense of pride. It evolved into that, not so much confidence. With the pride will come the confidence. So I train, and I had to earn my own trust. And the journey, like, the thing about it is that I had to trust that if for example now, right, I'm actually fatter than I ever was in the past like 6 years, 5 years, but deliberately. And I also proved to myself that I can lose the weight if I want. So அங்க ஒரு confidence இருக்கு. So if somebody comes and tells me now, hey, you're fat and all that, yeah, he's part of this process now, and I'll lose it later on. So it's not going to affect my confidence now. Reason why I changed the motivation. I had to win my own approval.
Now you don't need அந்த மற்றவங்க கிட்ட இருந்து அந்த அப்ரூவல் தேவையில்லை. உனக்கு அந்த 18-19 வயசுல இருந்த அப்ரூவல் இப்போ உனக்கு.
Yeah, for my own journey எனக்கு இப்போ தேவையில்லை. You know why? Because எனக்கு வந்து I realize பண்ணேன் மற்றவங்க பார்த்துட்டு சொல்லிட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. But I live with my own emotions. I live with my own confidence level. So if the confidence is from you, அதை யாராலையும் எடுக்க முடியாது.
True.
So if you have that value in you, if you have அந்த உங்ககிட்ட you have this uniqueness about you, you have these traits about you, right? மற்றவங்க என்ன சொன்னாலும் they cannot take anything from you. You're like a rock. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So when I had that, right, no matter what people said, right, it didn't affect. And it takes practice to reach that.
True. You know, I speak from experience. Practice மட்டும் இல்லை. It takes a lot of thick skin.
Yeah.
It really, உண்மையிலே சொல்றேன், it's like if you are too sensitive. I mean, it's okay to be sensitive. If people call you out unreasonably for unnecessarily calling you fat and all that.
Yeah, that's not being sensitive lah.
Especially if this is some fucked up stranger calling me, hey, you fat fuck, I tell you, I'll hunt him. Right? A group of friends, completely understand. We are
we know that நாங்க ஏதோ
malicious attempt இல்ல அதுல, you know.
உன்னை மட்டம் தட்டுறதுக்கு சொல்ல.
Correct.
We like in our group we just like to make fun of people. Like if there's anything to make fun of, we just like to make fun.
We are like that. Yeah. It's fine. ஆனா ஒரு புது ஆளை வந்து நம்ம தாழ்மைப்படுத்த மாட்டோம்.
Yeah.
அவங்க வந்து நம்ம குரூப் டைனாமிக்ஸ் அப்படி, சரியா? அது வந்து வேற. இதுவே ஒரு வெளியாள் வந்து come and say, oh, என்னது ரொம்ப குண்டா இருக்க, நீ ஒல்லியாகணும். I can understand you're coming from probably a health conscious perspective and all that. If you're sensitive, if you're sensitive, then it's like, oh, why is he saying this? Why? But என்னோட point of view வந்து, yeah, it's good if you lose weight to actually, maintain your heart, for health and all that lah. Even for me, for fuck's sake. But நீங்க உங்க தோளுக்கு கீழே கம்ஃபர்டபுளா இல்லாட்டி ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்.
Yes.
இது வந்து don't give a fuck about what people say. See, நான் சொன்னேன்ல, like I was always the fat kid. நீ சொன்ன இப்போ 18 வயசு 19 வயசு வந்து you needed the validation. You were always a big size kid, right?
Yeah.
I was a big size kid when I was just all my life, to be very honest. I don't remember a lot of incidents, to be very honest. நடந்திருக்கு, but I don't exactly remember. Not because I purposely want to. I genuinely don't remember. However, I remember how I felt internally. I remember how I don't remember the incidents. And the feeling எனக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கு.
Yeah.
I remember like I had a crush. I did have a crush on girl.
Yeah.
So, but I did not dare approach the girl because
You know what.
I know what. Yeah. It's like there's no chance. எனக்கு வந்து like சொன்னாலும் என்ன நடக்கும். அந்த I didn't even bother, like chance எடுத்துக்கலாமா. If this was me, like இப்போ உள்ள கேரக்டர் இருந்துச்சுன்னா fuck sake, I would have gone like சாப்பிட போலாமா.
Just try it.
Biryani. I would have done it. But and the confidence I was lacking, I knew I was lacking back then. I had to man up for some reason during my army days. That was personal, right? After that, I took my whole life changed in that sense. I was after my diploma and all that, I completely changed. I was more. I had to change, basically. So adhanale and confidence was instilled in me. I had to take up more responsibilities. I had to be a better version of whatever I was. I use the word better. Inga vandu na better nu solren ena I know and the formative years vandu I was not good enough. I was not good enough in terms of like I could have done better. I could have done better. So yeah, the confidence konja vandoni, like I'm able to do more stuff in that sense, right? I honestly have stopped giving a shit about what people say, unless it's positive criticism. And அதுக்கு ஒரு வார்த்தை இருக்கு.
Positive criticism la
இல்ல மறந்துட்டேன். But அந்த to sort of like help you shape your way, help you live a better life. Even exercising, to be very honest, to lose weight and stuff. I understand there's a need for it.
Yeah.
I understand. Partially disciplined. I know I'm not disciplined enough to actually take that. Slow steps, but it takes time. அதுவும் அது ஏன் choice that I want to actually lose weight or I want to do something about my weight or something like that. If you don't want to, fine. It's completely fine. In my opinion, you live your life. நீங்க வந்து உங்க வாழ்க்கையை வாழுங்க, அதுதான் முக்கியம். மற்றவங்க வந்து இந்த மாதிரி சொல்கிறாங்களேன்னு கவலைப்பட்டுக்கிட்டு இருந்தாக்கா அந்த வாழ்க்கையில் இருக்கிற அந்த சின்ன விஷயங்கள் கூட நம்ம விட்டுறோம்.
I just want to address one point. நீ வந்து சொல்லியிருக்க like you had for personal reasons you had to work on your confidence. And you need to
step up.
How did you do it? Like it's not an easy thing. நம்ம வந்து the way we talk about it in the episode, it sounds easy. But we both know அதை செஞ்சிட்டு, right, how much time, how much work, how much self-talk you need to do, right, ஒரு நிலையை அடையிறது. Because to go from vulnerable to invulnerable is not like a switch, you see.
It's not.
On the way from here to here, right, there'll be some people telling you this and you're tempted to go back here. You need to self-talk your way out of it. So how do you do it?
I'll tell you what I didn't do.
Okay.
I stopped hanging out a lot. I kid you not. நான் வந்து என் diploma days social butterflyன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டேன், but I used to go out a lot.
Okay.
I used to talk to people a lot. I used to enjoy actually being with people.
Okay.
A very small example. I used to put என் பிறந்த நாள் வந்து என் Facebook, Instagram. I wanted everyone to know when my birthday was.
August 17 lah.
Terry Henry அன்னைக்கு தான் பிறந்தாரு. But anyways, legends about that day. I wanted everyone to know when my birthday was, right? So like, and the validation, people are congratulating me. I wanted that. I completely stopped that because I needed to be in my space to mold what I need to be. So I stopped hanging out. I started focusing on what I needed to do. I started focusing like, okay, this is to achieve this, I need this. What do I need to do to get this? I started mapping out in that sense. I just started to look at life more seriously. In a nutshell. அது ஒரு நல்ல விஷயம் சொல்லலாம், நல்ல விஷயம் இல்லைன்னு கூட சொல்லலாம். But I started isolating myself a lot. I was very picky as to who I spoke to. Not because I was judging or anything like that. அந்த அர்த்தத்தில் இல்லை. But how can I sort of like நான் இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கேன், how can I be comfortable with this person? Am I comfortable with this person? That's the kind of thing I went with. Because previously, right, it doesn't matter whether am I comfortable or not. I just talk to the person, even if it made me uncomfortable. But right now, I'm mental health nu sollalam konjam. I focus a lot on my mental health and I focus a lot on me. So I stopped doing a lot of things to focus on what is needed and to be responsible. இது வந்து முக்கிய டர்ன் ஓவர் என்ன தெரியுமா? அந்த ஆர்மியில் வந்து சிங்கப்பூர் ஆம்பளைங்க வந்து சிங்கப்பூர் ஆண்கள் வந்து 2 வருஷம் வந்து கண்டிப்பாக
தேசிய சேவை
மருத்துவ சேவை மைண்டில் வந்துச்சு. ஏன்னா மிலிட்ரி சர்வீஸ் மருத்துவ ஐ டோன்ட் நோ வை, பட் தேசிய சேவை கண்டிப்பாக செய்யணும். 2 வருஷம் கண்டிப்பாக செய்யணும். அதுக்கப்புறம் 10 வருஷம் செய்யணும். ஸோ அந்த 2 வருஷம் வந்து அங்கே தனிமையில் நான் போய் வாழ்ந்தேன்ல. I stayed in the camp. I didn't weekends தான் வீட்டுக்கு வந்தேன். It just cultivated something in me that, shit, I have to get, I got nobody here. I have to do this myself. Hence the isolation, all that. எனக்கு வேலை செஞ்சது might not work for you. It might not work for everybody. But it damn made me who I am. I am happy where I am. I'm completely happy where I am. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Because for me, right, நீ வந்து சொன்ன the isolation parts, right, for me was different because எனக்கு வந்து மற்றவங்கனால, right, I didn't have a safe space outside, so I didn't like to talk to people. For me, I had that. So எனக்கு வந்து வெளியே போகவே பிடிக்காது. Because the only time வெளியே போனா was to school or to any tuition class. And every time the things for me, experiences, right, is people don't passively go. It's not like they will come and attack me when I was a kid. Like not physically, but every time it's just fat. Every time there's a joke everywhere. From like people I don't even know.
That is nasty.
Yeah. That is so nasty. People I don't even know, you're just walking by or whatever, it's just you're fat everywhere. So it felt very unsafe for me because it's like I don't know what to do when people are telling me all these things. So I always like லிமிட்டோட வச்சிருக்கேன் நான் பேசுறது, all that joke பண்ணிட்டு whatever பேசுறோம்ல, just kept with my groups, and even within the groups people make fun behind your back also.
Yeah.
So I was always like in a group பேசுவேன் for sure, but if you give me a choice வீட்லயே இருப்பேன்.
That's what I became after. Main reason வந்து காசு சேமிப்பலா, காசு வந்து சேமிக்கிறோம்.
At that age I didn't know all that.
At that age அந்த ஆர்மி முடிச்சோனே okay, I save money.
Oh yeah, ஆர்மி முடிஞ்சோனே
I save money. ஏன்னா
நான் வந்து சொல்றது ஸ்கூல் allowance time la.
இல்ல எனக்கு வந்து because I only became like that after army. I like after the 18-19 army வந்து 19 years old போயிட்டேன். I finished my diploma early. So and the army முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் I was like that. எனக்கு இது ஞாபகம் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும். Yeah,
for me since young was like that. So but the other one is even a personality really was like that since I was a kid, because I have been having stick about being fat since K1. So எனக்கு வந்து வெளியே போக பிடிக்காது. I know எங்க போனாலும் ஒரு மாதிரி பார்ப்பாங்க, you're going to be made fun of. So why? My family was not going to make fun of me. What? My family, they don't. They will fucking give you food somehow.
எனக்கு வந்து blackmail வளர்ற புள்ள அதே இதுதான் எங்க பாட்டி என்ன சொல்லி வளர்ற புள்ள சாப்பிடுவாரு. இப்பயும் அதான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
டேய் now I go ரொம்ப ஒல்லியா இருக்கேன். சரி நான் ஒல்லியா இருக்கேனா?
நான் வந்து sometimes I just want to diet. Like I don't feel now I adopt a policy where I eat when I'm hungry. So sometimes I'm not hungry, I don't eat. எங்க பாட்டி தனியாக சாப்பிட்றேன் பாரு வந்து சாப்பிடு. She'll give the very sad face. I'm like, it's hard to say no, but I'm managing to say no nowadays. I'm able to say no nowadays.
Yeah. So the the thing I wanted to address also, right, was like the amount of, I would say, self-talk is a very crucial aspect that we can explore more. ஏன்னா, right, like you mentioned, மற்றவங்க சொல்றதை வந்து கருத்தில் எடுத்து கொள்ளாம செயல்படுறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் எடுக்கும். If you all want to do that. So, but the only way to bypass other people's negativity is if you motivate yourself, if you trust yourself to maintain a certain level. So, the way to do that is through, basically, I believe, right, for me, consuming good media or spending time in productive ways helped me. Because தெரிஞ்சோ தெரியாமலையோ, our generation is very influenced by what we see on the media, not just online lah, TV la irukkalam, radio la irukkalam, padikirathula irukkalam, when you're going out. People don't even know that they're influenced by the media. But if you take a step back, right, and because I studied media, I asked myself all these questions. If I liked a certain color, or if I liked a certain show, or if I liked a certain style of dressing up, I asked myself, why do I like this? Because I wanted, in that way, I understood myself better. And when I can answer, I felt confident that I knew who I was. And the more I knew who I was, the more it didn't matter what other people thought of me.
Yeah.
So little things like this, right, help me understand myself better. And when I understand myself better, I function better. And when I function better, I am able to be a better, I can better play my roles as a son, husband, friend, etc. Because எனக்கு நான் யாருன்னு தெரியும். You don't need to care about me anymore. I can care for you because you don't need to burn your candle on me anymore. I can help. And the மாதிரி is like, so it's like people don't need to worry about you. And so because of that, there's a certain, என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும், this is confidence, right? So if you're looking at it from the other sense of thing, to tie it back into நம்ம சொன்னதுல, right, a small section of the topic, school time we didn't approach the girl we like because we knew what we were going to get.
Right? We thought we knew what we were going to get.
We thought we knew what we were going to get, okay? So now, right, with this confidence that we have, right, and we talked about it in one of those earlier episodes where confidence is ultimately the key attractiveness for anyone.
Yeah. They call it confidence is sexy, yeah.
It is.
Confidence.
And confidence comes from like the way so confidence is sexy, right? So confidence comes from the way you walk, the way you talk, the way your posture, tone of voice, looking around people in the room. Other like small things like that can only be done when you have confidence. So when you realize more, right, the more confident you are, right, the better people treat you also.
That's what I wanted to actually come in and say. ஏன்னா நீ சொன்ன, நீ வந்து ஒரு big size kid இருந்துட்டு you became slightly leaner, muscle mass, whatever lah.
The stereotype crap lah.
Whatever lah. I've been always that kid. I did lose weight at certain point during my army, but then I tore my ligaments. Then I went back to Bharat, சாப்பிடு Bharat. 8 மாசம் அதுல இருந்துச்சு, என்னால முடியல. அது வேற பிரியாணி போட்டு எனக்கு. That's why I'm a biryani lover. So I've always been like this, and I can tell you, right, after I made that switch after my army period.
Switch is in the confidence?
Mentality, right?
Mentality, yeah.
There was a difference.
Right, yeah.
There was a difference how people treated me.
Yes.
அது வந்து அந்த டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் கண்டிப்பாக தெரிஞ்சுது. How I was approached, how I was looked at. Definitely.
Yeah, so it's like to the point I was saying also, it's like the confidence ஒரு ஈர்ப்பு இருக்கு.
It's not the size which matters, in my opinion. We are in an era right now.
As adults. Yeah. Kids go through completely different things.
Because function, it's a formative years. Yeah. But நீங்க அந்த adulthood அந்த adulthood அதுக்குள்ள வந்தோனே size doesn't matter. How you portray yourself, how you speak about people, that matters a lot. How you speak about people,
Yeah.
how you speak,
Generally, how you speak.
generally how you are, how you carry yourself. That's the word
Yeah,
actually
lah,
I'm
so
looking
like
for.
the way you present yourself,
Yeah.
the way you enter the room, the way you even walk on the street, right? People, you can turn heads, right, just by the way you walk.
Yes.
So it matters. And the like celebrate subconsciously, right, when they are walking, the
Slouch.
shoulders will be slouched,
Yeah, yeah.
head will be down. Yeah, if you're walking like that, you're not owning, you see. So there's a science to it. Like there's a reason why in school, people always say, "Hey, stand up straight."
Correct.
It's a good practice
Mm.
to keep like good posture. So it helps you psychologically. Also, it makes you feel more awake.
Mm.
That's why uni time also I was in class and then I was like slouching sometimes and I felt sleepy. One girl kept telling me, "Hey, wake up, sit up straight." Okay. So, but yeah, it really affects.
நான் தூங்கிட்டேன். I'm sorry.
நான் அப்பப்ப தூங்கினேன்டா.
இல்ல நான் எனக்கு தூக்கம் வந்ததா.
அந்த sit ups ஒரு 2 secondsக்கு வேலை செஞ்சிச்சு. இல்ல ஐயோ முடியல.
அது doesn't matter size. தூக்கம் தான்.
But yeah, I mean ultimately to wrap up this episode, right? The main point I would like to make, main points I would like to make is basically, are you happy with yourself? If you are happy with yourself and you don't foresee any health risks for you, then be who you are. That's my opinion. Because if நீங்களா சந்தோஷமா இருந்தா, if நீங்களா you feel that, the reason why I'm addressing the health thing is because நிறைய பேருக்கு, right, if your health is affected, your loved ones are affected also.
Yeah, that's true.
Not for your own sake or anything. If the own sake doesn't work for you guys, right? Because நம்ம சுத்தியும் loved ones இருப்பாங்க. So if you are happy with yourself, if you think everything's fine, உங்களோட like situation, loved ones or then just be who you are. If you are happy and confident, honestly, ultimately as adults, இவ்வளோ shit நடக்கும்போது உலகத்துல, right, your happiness really matters. That's should be the basis of your decisions to an extent. Your happiness and your loved ones' happiness also. That's in my opinion. If anybody disagrees, please let me know, because we would love to think of alternate trains of thought also. Because number circle, everybody does feel this way. So if anybody has anything different, feel free to let us know, because we want to understand different perspectives also.
Again, நம்ம வந்து reiterate பண்றோம், இது வந்து is not a dig at any people who are going through torrid times because அவங்க வந்து கொஞ்சம் பெரிய சைஸாக இருக்காங்க and all that. This is basically like நம்ம முதல்ல சொன்ன மாதிரி, this is our experience. This is both of us were actually big size kids. இவன் எப்படி இருக்கான்னு பார்க்காதீங்க. I mean, you were a big size kid and this was a matter of fact. So we have our own experiences. எனக்கு வந்து ப்ரூஃப்லாம் தேவையில்லை, மூஞ்ச பார்த்தாலே தெரியும் நம்ம பிக் சைஸ் கிட்னு. பிக் சைஸ் no, sorry. So ஏண்டா
பேசு
சீரியஸாக பேசிக்கிட்டேன்.
சரிடா பேசுடா. You're not cracking joke now, not me.
அது தானா வந்துட்டு பிக் சைஸ் கிட். பட் the point is like, be happy. நீங்கள் வந்து if you think that அந்த health risk வந்து it is going to affect your budget. That is the main thing that you need to think about.
Budget?
Health, any health issues is associated to a budget.
Oh yeah.
It comes with a financial, comes with a financial. அதையும் கருத்துல கொண்டு you can think like whether you want to lose weight or what. It's up to you. It's honestly up to you. Don't let other people judge what you need to do in that sense. Unless
maybe it's a doctor.
Unless of course the doctors.
I mean, if a medical professional.
Then yeah lah, obviously lah.
Medical professional.
Not say go against a medical professional. I do. Later doctors come in. Not the இப்படி பேசுறீங்க.
That's why.
இல்ல டாக்டர் சொன்னாக்கா கண்டிப்பா கேளுங்க please. As I would like to quote in the episode முடிக்கிறதுக்கு, I would like to quote a very good friend of mine, a lawyer friend. We're not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. I'm only here for the good time, guys. So, and ladies.
So yeah, so just to wrap up this episode, like number at the end of every episode, it's like in the podcast nowadays, it's in a video format since it's like I think 1 month in. So video format. Spotify-லையும் இருக்கோம். Thankfully, thanks to Spotify for enabling video function for non-Joe Rogan podcasts also. And, and in the videos also, நம்ம YouTube channel-லையும் போட்டிருப்போம் வாழ போச்ச தமிழ் பாட்காஸ்ட்ல. And social media accounts are now active again.
TikTok, Instagram.
Primarily TikTok, and so episode snippets போடுவோம், and அப்பப்ப will be doing exclusive content on TikTok னே. So please feel free, நம்ம அப்பப்ப episodesல கேள்விகள் கேட்டிருப்போம், so feel free to let us know any of your questions in the comments, and நம்ம வந்து reply to most of the comments. So yeah, feel free to let us know. We look forward to interacting with you guys, and have a great week. Bye bye. Adios.